Hey man, come join me for my recording session in Studio One. Oh, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wavy Wayne from WavyWayne.com, and this channel is all about helping you to record and mix better and faster. Today, I'm gonna be working in Studio One, laying down some bars. I'm gonna do a whole recording session real quick. Y'all gonna join me right here in Studio One. Let's go ahead and jump into it so we can get it popping off, man. First thing first, to make sure that I'm isolated from my microphone, I'm going to be using some Wavy One isolated studio headphones, man. You can get these right now at WavyWayne.com. So these are definitely what I'm going to be using. Make sure that you have a good pair of isolating closed back headphones when you are recording. We don't want that music bleeding off into the microphone. It's just going to make mixing a whole lot harder. So let me go ahead and get that together. All right, so typically when you open up a Studio One session, you will notice that it's blank. There ain't no tracks, there's no effects, there's nothing to inspire you or get you going. I've changed that by creating my own session templates, which also are available on WavyWayne.com. I'm using my Lil Baby template today, so I want to go with like a Lil Baby auto-tune style flow. But let me just walk y'all through this template so you can kind of see how easy it is to get started. So in this session, we got my edit view up here. We got my mix view down at the bottom. I'm gonna walk y'all through these tracks down here on my mix view. So we got one track for the beat. I'm just gonna drag whatever beat that I choose. I'm gonna drag and drop it directly into this session. I got this record track. This is the track that has the low latency plugins that I'm gonna basically record, enable this track and record everything to. After I get it recorded on this track, I'm gonna bring those recorded clips down to like the verse lead and the hook lead tracks, and if I do any ad-libs, I can put that on those tracks, and I can duplicate these as many times as I need to with those same effects. So maybe I want to do some harmonies or anything like that. All of these tracks can be duplicated as many times as we need. And I also have some of my favorite effects already set up in this session. So I have a quarter note delay, an eighth note delay, a chorus effect track that I like to call wide. We got a reverb effect, and then we also have some parallel compression happening because you know we got to make them vocals punch you in the face, Pete. All right, so I got my mic level set, and so I should be ready to record. One thing that I want to do first though is go ahead and import my beat. So I'm gonna go over to my Finder here. Cool, here go my beat. I'm gonna drag it and drop it directly up on my beat track. And now we in there. Hey man, I want to give a big shout out to Mackie for sponsoring this video. They make studio gear that's built like a tank. And right now we have a giveaway going on that you can enter to win some amazing prizes. If it's still going on, you can click the link down in the description below to enter. All right, bet. Now, I've already taken the time to figure out that the session's tempo, the beats tempo is actually 80 beats per minute. So I went on ahead and I locked that into my session here. I have a full video explaining how you can easily find the tempo of the audio file and why it's important. You can find that video down in the description below. Find the link to it down there. All right, so I got my beat in. I got my beat trimmed down because a lot of times that beat is going to be super loud. It's going to be too loud and overpowering for what we're trying to do. So I make sure that one of the first things that I always do, if you see here, let me just expand these plugins on here. One of the main things that I have is a gain plugin on this track. I don't want to open up. Here we go. Here's my gain, my mix tool. One of the main things that I have, there we go, is this mix tool plugin, and I'm attenuating the gain on that beat by about 10 dB. That's going to make sure that I'm starting off with enough headroom to actually record my vocals and add effects and stuff like that without starting to get off into clipping territory. All right, so we can close that out. And I just simply want to record enable. But actually, before I record enable, since I am going to be using auto tune, we need to go ahead and check out the auto key. So I'm going to open up this auto key plugin. My plugin is a little sleepy today. So I got my auto key, and the way this works is insert it on the beat track inside this template. If you're not using this template and you're using auto key, or you have another way to find the key of the song, do that. Sometimes I just break out the keyboard, but since I've been using auto key, it's a whole lot easier for me. I don't got to do nothing extra. So I just put that auto key on there, and then I'm going to play this song for a little bit. Once auto key detects the key of the song, I'm going to hit send to auto tune, and it's going to send that to all the auto tune plugins in my session. So let's check it out. That's giving me a key of E minor, so we just gonna hit send to auto tune. If I open up my auto tune pro plugin, we should be at that E minor. Yes sir, auto tenor. Everything else is already set how I like it. I am gonna turn my retune speed up a little bit, because you know, I don't want y'all to hear none of this juice today. Don't forget that Auto-Tune Pro does have a low latency mode. So if you're going to be recording using the Auto-Tune effect, make sure you go over to that settings tab right there and click the low latency option to make sure you're not getting any latency, so that you can better perform. All right. So here we go. I got my I'm a record enable. Y'all about to see me just freestyle, because I ain't really got no bars, but I'm gonna come up with something. So here we go. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No. I gotta go. I cannot stop. I gotta go, I cannot quit, no, I got to get more, yeah. All right, bet, let's try that again, man, here we go. Yeah, I cannot stop, I cannot stop, I gotta go, I cannot quit, no, I got to get more. I messed that ending part up, so we're going to trim that off, and what we're going to do is punch that in. So to punch in Studio One is actually pretty easy. Let me turn this off for a second so y'all not hearing Bo. To punch in Studio One is pretty easy. I'm using my Pro Tools shortcuts, right? In Studio One, you can go up to this menu, go to the keyboard shortcuts, right? And see the keyboard mapping scheme. I've chosen Pro Tools. So if you're familiar with Pro Tools, or maybe you're working in another DAW previously, I like the keyboard shortcuts that Pro Tools has, and they can transfer to other DAWs. That's why you need to learn Pro Tools too, man. And I got a certification course you can find out about by clicking the link down in the description. So I'm going to punch in this last line. Hopefully I remember what I was going to say. I'm going to just back this up a little bit, and we're going to go. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. All right, cool, I'm ready. I cannot stop, no, I gotta go, I cannot quit, no. Why the recording ain't working, B? Oh, this would work if I actually recorded, enable the track. Here we go. I cannot stop, I gotta go. I cannot quit, no, I got to get more. Let me do that again. I cannot stop, I gotta go. I cannot quit, no, I got to get more. Yeah. I bet, let's hear that. I cannot stop, I gotta go. I cannot quit, no, I got to get more, yeah. I bet, I like that. We just gonna take that. Let's take this off record enable. I'm gonna take this off the end, right? And let's just select those. I'm gonna bring that down to my hook lead track. Then bring that down. Let's hear it again. Yeah, I cannot stop. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got Ooh, one more time. Now turn that delay up. And it's so easy to have these effects because it's already ready and available for me in the session. Yeah, I cannot stop. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. Bet. Now, I'm gonna just add a little bit more, like some feelings to this, you know. Let me just hype it up a little bit to that hook. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, I cannot stop. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. I gotta. All right, I like that. Trim that beginning off. I'm gonna bring this actually down to the ad-lib track, you know what I'm saying? Oh. There we go. I gotta go. I cannot quit. Nah, that don't sound good on there, so we're gonna bring that back. Let's bring it to this lead. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. That's fun, man. Let's see if we can add one more layer to this song, man. I'm gonna back this up. Yeah, I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. That is a no. I bet. Y'all don't make fun of my singing, B. Here we go. Let's hear that. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. Ah, man, see, now I got to do some ad-libs, some automation real quick. So I showed y'all some automation techniques in my last Studio One tutorial, but I'm simply just going to go down to the automation mode and hit touch mode. This is going to allow me to record the changes that I'm making to certain parameters. In this case, it's going to be the panning, just so those ad-libs move around the session a little bit. So I'm like mixing as I'm recording. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it. I cannot stop. Oh yeah, I think I like that. Then we turn back to read and let's hear that. I cannot stop. I gotta go. I cannot quit. No, I got to get more. Oh man, recording in Studio One is a lot of fun. I'm Wavy Wayne from WavyWayne.com. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and you picked up a few of my techniques. Drop down in the comments and let me know what kind of Studio One content y'all want to see next, man. Don't forget to visit the website so you can copy one of my session templates that's going to help you to record and mix better and faster. Be dope.